go.
What's up,
Here
guys?
we go.
Here we go.
Is it normal to sing? We can sing.
It's normal to sing. Crucible TV. We're back. That's right. We're back. 12:30 every Friday. Crucible TV. You know where it's at. You know where you got to be. Right here. Right where you're at. So if you're popping on Facebook, if you're popping on Instagram, we see you. Be sure to type in. Let us know where you're watching from. We get people from like Michigan watching. We get people from California watching. So it's always awesome to be able to see where you're watching from. And we want to know because sometimes it doesn't really notify us if you're on there. So be sure to comment in and let us know so we can see who's on there. We like seeing this. If you're watching later on, man, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment in any questions that you have. We always go through all the comments and make sure that we address any questions that you have or just give you like a little like boom, fist bump, if you got something good to say. So love seeing you. Hey, what's happening, Christy? I see you on there. Ooh, what's happening, girl? I see you, B. And how you doing, Brenda? You feeling good? Man, so we got this guy. We got a special guest. I don't know if you guys saw that, the little teaser, but we got a special guest on today.
Put a teaser out for me.
I put a teaser out for you. You're such a tease. Such a tease. We kicked Joey off the bus, and we got this guy in. This here is my little brother.
Nice to meet you all.
My baby brother. This is Kyle, and he's been my brother his entire life, and used to it. But yeah, he's a just newly promoted captain in the Air Force, which is pretty amazing to be able to sit and watch him do some amazing things and do some incredible things. Way smarter than me. Was a BMI graduate. Well, here, you tell about yourself. I don't need to talk. You
I'm
talk.
shy, man. You're the talker here. Like I said, I went to Virginia Military Institute, class of 2015, commissioned into the Air Force. Did a couple years out in space acquisition on the engineering side of the house in Los Angeles for a couple years. And I'm up in Ohio right now working on my master's. So I'm visiting home. Our sister's getting married, so that's pretty exciting. I'm super thankful for Jared and his family.
Yes, later today, our sister's getting married. How crazy is that? So hopefully we finish this up in time to make it to that, so that's awesome. Michael Bartlett, he's saying thanks for your service.
It's an honor.
That's one of my buddies, Mike. He's Gorilla Mike, so he's awesome. So Zach, Bridget, what's happening? I see you on there. So we're going to learn from this guy today. We're very blessed to have him in town, and I kind of just threw this on him. I said, he asked me if I wanted to go to lunch, and I said, yeah, and then I suckered him in. I said, hey, I don't have enough time. How about you get on Crucible TV with us?
He kidnapped me here.
I kidnapped him. I suckered him in, but we are so blessed to have him here. So we're going to kind of pick his brain a little bit and dig in. How you doing in the back of the bus back there, Jesse?
I'm loving it. I'm holding it down back here, guys.
Holding it down. Somebody's got to hold the back of the bus down. So, but I am so excited to get into this, and we're going to learn a little bit about some of the lessons, I guess, that Kyle has learned through his time in the military. I respect the military. I think they've got, we have the best fighting force in the world out there right now. And if we can learn something from them, and he's in a leadership position, right? So he's out there leading people. He's out there space acquisition, right? He's part of this Area 51 thing. No, not really. Not really. So don't go. If you're on that thing, don't go raiding Area 51.
Not a good move.
He said not a good idea, right? I asked him about that. Not a good idea if you're thinking about it. No camping out at Area 51. Mandy says thanks for your service as well. Mandy's a rock star. Awesome. She is awesome.
I like Mandy.
Yeah, I love Mandy. I love everybody on here. This is awesome. So again, make sure that you guys are. Mike, look at this, Mike. That guy, he's thanking you for your service. Another Michael. So many Michaels. But man, once again, thank you for being on here. So we're gonna dive right in. We're gonna try to get right to this thing and start learning kind of it's really his top 3 lessons. His top 3 lessons that he has learned from his time in the military, from leading people, from being at Virginia Military Institute, from getting some world-class training and getting to be around world-class people. See, the more world-class people you can hang around, it only raises your temperature, right? They always talk about, you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with most. And see, He's got a fire burning, I've got a fire burning, Jesse's got a fire burning, you have a fire burning. Now, whatever your temperature is at, let's say my temperature or your temperature or whatever it is, you're at 100 degrees and I'm at 200 degrees, right? You being around us or being on here is going to raise you up to somewhere around 150, right? But then if you get around somebody else at 250 degrees, it's going to raise it up even more. At 300, it's going to raise it up even more. So that's where you want to get around as many just high visibility, not high visibility, but high, like working hard character, people. That's what you want. So that's why I feel very blessed to bring this guy on today.
Thank you.
So cool. So cool to watch baby brother doing some incredible things. Nothing makes me prouder. So we got some people real quick. Kaylee, from the Linsenmeyer family.
What's up, fam?
Who are the Linsenmeyers? You know who that is? Thanks for your service. God bless you guys and God bless America. Amen to that.
Thanks, Kaylee.
So, Kaylee, rock star. I love it. All right, so here we go. We're diving right in. Lesson number one. And I'm going to say the lesson, but then I'm going to let him kind of explain a little bit about this. And
I'll talk for
a little bit. I don't have to talk forever, but we'll get into it. So, lesson number one that he has learned since being in the military. Lesson number one, the importance of aiming. The importance of aiming. Duh, you got to aim. But I like where he goes with this. So, Kyle, why is it important to aim? Are we aiming our gun? What are we aiming? I mean, important maybe.
Aiming yourself. Aiming your time and your efforts. So, like Ryan said, you got a lot of high burners. Ryan, he's obviously got a lot of energy. He's burning over 200 degrees, I can tell you that.
212.
When you bring a lot of people in, whether they're high performers, you got a lot of high performers all throughout. This is not just military, but businesses as well. A lot of people a lot smarter than me. Overwhelming intellect or physical abilities, whatever it may be. But if you're not aimed at anything, you're not going to hit anything. You got to aim it. Actually, got to find out a purpose and make sure that you're working towards something, aiming those efforts. And I sum that up with focus. Be a man, be a woman of intense focus and passion. Mm-hmm. Really know what you're driving at so that whatever you're doing, whatever your why is, make sure that you keep that in mind and that you're always working towards that. Because time, that you can't buy more time. You don't have unlimited time. You only get so much. You only have so much energy in your body before you collapse at night, whenever it may be. You got to make sure that you make the most out of that time and effort.
So you get to sleep? Occasionally. I was gonna say I never get to sleep. I don't know what that weird word is.
Yeah.
But so the importance of aiming. So if I could sum that up and kind of like what you said, if you aim at something, you're more likely to hit it. Mm-hmm. So let's say it's in a fitness goal or it's a sports goal. If you aim for making a team, you're a whole lot more likely to make it. But I think this is where some people get it wrong, is they think that indecision, if I just kind of like generally work hard, indecision is still a decision, right? If I decide to do nothing and I'm like, I don't know, that's still deciding.
You're deciding to do nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we need to aim for something, whether it's a fitness goal. I'm trying to lose 40 pounds. I'm trying to lose 100 pounds. I'm trying to make $1 million this year. I'm trying to be an incredible husband. I'm trying to be whatever it is. We need to aim for the goal and then define why we need it, and then what those things are that make that an important goal, right? So aiming at something. I mean, what a brilliant kind of play on words as far as with military. You think of like, well, you got to aim your gun, right? If you don't aim your gun, you ain't gonna hit it.
You're gonna have a powerful weapon system, but not gonna use it right.
Yeah, you better believe it. We got world-class tools, but we don't know how to aim it, and we're just kind of just like blindly like bad things are happening, right? So aim. So our life is a lot like that gun. We got to be laser focused. We got to be able to do some good stuff, like aim where we're going. So I like that. What do you guys think? Let us know what you guys think about that. Let us know. I love it. So lesson number 2. So lesson number 1, aiming, the importance of aiming. Lesson number 2, it's another A for you. The importance of adapting. Adapting. What do you think?
So when we're talking about focus and the importance of aiming, you figured out your plan, you're prepared, you're doing all that good, great stuff, but something's going to go wrong. Invariably, things go wrong. And adapting is how quickly you get back on your feet, get back up, and go after that. Because that goal is still there, that problem's still there. Something went wrong, it's not solved, still got to get solved. So this is, okay, I got knocked down. And on one hand, it's great to say, I'll get back up, I'll get back to it. Okay, cool, that's great. And then you look over and the person next to you, they got knocked down harder than you, and they're instantly back on their feet, and they're back at it. They're going to beat you to it. And you want to be that person. You got to have that focus, that passion. Get back on your feet, and adapting is all about thinking clearly, thinking quickly. You got to think fast.
Okay.
It's like that to do with learning fast too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's an important skill. Absolutely is.
Awesome. I like that. I think so many times people get caught up with whether it's decision making or whether it's taking action, or they get caught again in that indecision. Like, where do I need to go? What do I need to do? And it might be like a simple thing, but they get caught up in it. What I've learned a lot in business and in life is if it's something simple, like speed matters.
Yeah.
The speed matters. So if it's a simple decision, make that decision quickly. Like, go. Like, don't worry about whatever. If it's a simple decision, go. Attack. If it's a big decision, okay, let's plan it out. Let's think about it. But if there's simple decision, if there's somebody on your team that needs to go, like, and you know it, make the decision. Don't let that stick around. If you know you need to do something in your life, I need to start working out. That's a simple decision. It's not hard. Do it. Like, go. But life does knock us down. We talk about this all the time. Cherish the challenge. Like, we're going to have challenges coming in our life. And I guarantee, who here has had a challenge? Every single one of us, right? And if you haven't, wow, but it's coming. Like, it's coming. So you talked about getting knocked down and being able to look over at the guy next to you, and he's knocked down too, but he's getting back up. What have you seen in your experience is the thing that allows somebody to get back up quickly versus just like, I'm laying down on the mat still? What do you think?
My last commander called that a fire in the belly, where you have this deep, burning passion down low. And it's not an emotion. It's not something that is there one day, maybe gone the next. It's that you have a passion, a long-term goal that you are not going to be stopped until you get there. Because when you have that driving you, when you find out why you're here, what you're doing that's going to leave an impact, staying there on the ground is not even going to enter your mind. You're not even going to think about it. You're going to get back up and you're going to go.
I love it. Finding something that you love that makes your soul sing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's so important. But I think the misconception even in that is somebody who has a passion. It's like, well, they're motivated all the time. You're not motivated every single day. But the thing that separates those who do amazing things and the ones that lay down are the ones that, even when I'm not feeling it, I do it anyways.
Still bring it. It's that discipline.
I bring it. It's that discipline. It's that focus. I know what I'm aiming at. I don't feel like doing this today, but I do it anyways. I'm disciplined. And I mean, does the military teach you some discipline?
Yeah.
A lot of it, right? You got to be disciplined from the way that you wear your uniform, to shine your shoes, to have your hair, to whatever it is. You got rules, and you got to be disciplined to do it each and every day. You show up and you bring it. But I think that kind of leads into our last one. Who are you bringing it for? This is lesson number 3. What is it? What's lesson number 3?
It's the people. This is your why. You've noticed I mentioned that with both the first 2 lessons, a common thread of you got to figure out your passion, what you're doing, why does it matter? And the third lesson is that you always have to keep that in mind. Remember what you're doing this for, who you're doing it for. Because we do a lot of things. We have a lot of time and efforts, and we're doing a lot of big, great things, and they get done. Why is it all there? And it always has to come back to the people. Whether it's Ryan making his gym better, the gym, yeah, we got a great location, but it's the people, it's his employees, it's you guys coming in and getting better yourselves, bettering us as people, whether it's the military protecting people, serving people. My best friend is a cop. He's not necessarily friends with everybody on the street, but he's protecting them. I can tell you that much. He cares, and it always has to come back to the people, that family, that community, whether it's a church, gym, whatever it may be, or a street corner in some cases. Make sure that you remember who you're doing this for. And that's going to drive a lot.
I agree more. I think something that everyone could do is write down why your aim Write down why it's your aim. Write down who you're doing your aim for, and read it every day, because there might be a morning where it's going to be hard to get up, but if you have it right there by your dresser to look at, I promise you it's going to help you get through that tough day. So I'd write that thing down, write that aim down for sure.
I love that. Take action. And that's something so simple that you can do right now. Again, we talk about making decisions quickly, like easy decision. Write down what you think your aim is right now. Then think about it, pray about it, like really dwell on what am I aiming at? Like, where is my life going? If I could pull myself up, to a heavenly look and look down and say, where is Ryan going? Where is Jesse? Where is Mandy going? Where's Michael going? Where is Crystal going? Like, everybody that's on right now, where are you going? What are we aiming towards? And is one day am I aiming over here, or one day I'm aiming over here? Like, that's going to be really hard to get anywhere if you're constantly redirecting over here, over here, over here. But the power happens is when you can take those tiny steps, even if it's just a tiny little step, in the same direction each and every day, all of a sudden we're making progress somewhere. So if it's a weight loss goal, man, you lost a half a pound today. Good. Go lose a half a pound tomorrow. Lose a quarter of a pound. Lose a whole pound. Lose 5 pounds. Whatever it is. But those slow incremental steps of losing weight is going to help you figure out where you're going. And then adapting. Adapting.
You adapt how you get there, but that why, once you write that down, once you feel that passion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's something that I try to get people to do because it's all about the people, and it's all about why with the people. So why are you aiming at what you're aiming at? Okay. But I want this to be a deep why. If you're going to do this with us today, like, get to that point to where I want to lose weight. Why? Well, I want to move better. Okay, but why? Like, I want that thing where it's like, I can't help but think about this. I can't help but do this. For parents that are on right now, I get a lot of parents coming and talking to me about, I want to lose some weight. Okay, awesome. I think that's great. And I ask them why. And, well, I've done this one time and it didn't work, and it came back, and then I did this and I just couldn't stay on it. I fall off the track. I'm like, okay, cool. And I tell them, well, your why isn't big enough. Like, why you're doing what you're doing isn't big enough to motivate you. That fire in the belly that Kyle was talking about isn't hot enough. It's not burning enough. And Hugo said exactly it. 1% better, right? You're not fired up enough to get 1% better every day. And I say to the parents, I say, now, let's say you're in the same situation. You're trying to lose the same 40 pounds, and you had to lose it by next year at this time, okay? That's your goal. Whatever motivation you had before, awesome, cool. But I said, let me change your motivation. Let me change your motivation. All of a sudden, your motivation, instead of it being for you, it was because if you lose that 40 pounds, your son or daughter, it guarantees them a full ride to their dream college, playing their dream sport. But let's say that was the hypothetical. I said, would anything stand in your way of losing that 40 pounds, or would you find a way? And everybody, it says 100%, I would find a way. And I said, absolutely, because all of a sudden there's a why big enough that, and it's a lot of times, like we just found, it's not just about you, it's about other people. It's about serving somebody else. And you would do anything for your kids. We got to get to that emotional point in your why that's like, I am doing this because of this. And it gets you a little bit emotional, maybe a little teary-eyed. Get that point where it's like, man, I can't help but do this because I need my kid. Like, I want so badly to be successful for them or show them the way, whatever that is. One of my favorite reasons, I had somebody that I worked with one time, all she wanted to do, and she got emotional about it, because then we had to work a couple layers down. She was like, I love gardening, and I can't garden anymore. And it's like something that I love, and she couldn't pick up the mulch to be able to do it. She's like, I just want to lose this weight so I can go mulch and garden again. And it got her like emotional. We were like kind of crying. But That's what she focused on every day. And we talk about, hey, remember, we're getting out in that garden. We're going. We're digging. Like, let's go. Dig deep so that way you can dig deep out there. And all of a sudden, she started losing weight, and good things happened because she started making those tough decisions that she had to. She was disciplined. She adapted. You know, all those things that we were talking about today. So I'm going to encourage you, dig into that. Dig into that. So that's what we got. Any final comments from you guys? Type in any questions that you have for this guy, for Kyle. And if you're just popping on, this is my little baby brother.
That's me.
So little brother.
I got to sit a little taller here. My little baby brother. Yeah, chest up. Little baby brother here. Just recently promoted to a captain in the Air Force, so we were learning from him. So if you're just popping on, be sure to go back and watch the beginning of it because he dropped some big-time knowledge bombs on us, top 3 lessons. So if you have any questions, pipe them in right now. But do you guys have any final thoughts, any final comments where people are piping stuff in?
I want to reiterate Jesse's idea of actually writing that down, why you're doing what you're doing. Make sure that you're focusing all your time and efforts at that because you got to write it down. You actually got to articulate it. Don't just have this ethereal idea of, yeah, I'm working towards something. I know what it is. Write it down. Actually spell that out and why it's important to you. That'll go a long way.
And I know sometimes those can be a little bit emotional, those writing down your whys, your aims, and your purposes. So if there's any Crucible families out there, write them down as a family, you know? And in a way, you guys are in it as a team there and then. And you're able to kind of hold each other accountable to your whys, to your aims, and your purposes. So just another way to take it to that next level.
Absolutely.
With each other.
Absolutely. Because you're not alone in this. You're not alone. We got your back. If you need help with something, like, we got your back. Reach out to us. We would love to help you on goal setting, on just your family's trying to figure out where to go. Like, we love helping and serving you, get you where you need to go, where you guys are wanting to go. So if you have dreams of playing in the major leagues, here we go. Let's give our best effort to help you do that. But if you as a family are like, Ryan, Jesse, Kyle, we need some help figuring out how to do us better, reach out. Like, we would love to help you with that. Like, that's why we do what we do. Again,
That's our aim. That's our fire.
You're our aim. You're our people, and we want to serve you guys and just love on you as much as possible. So, again, if you're just popping on, be sure to go watch this. Some awesome knowledge bombs on there from my little brother.
I'm able to help.
My little brother, Kyle. So, man, thanks again for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Jesse, thanks for holding the back of the bus down once again. And we will see you again next Friday. Yes, at 12:30. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So, love you guys. We'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys. See you.